Okay, let's talk about a weird trap that so many successful founders fall into. It's this paradox where the bigger your business gets, the less freedom you actually have. We're going to walk through a framework today that's designed to flip that script, to help you build a business that actually serves you and not the other way around. So let me just ask you this straight up. When was the last time you took a real week off? I mean, no emails, no just checking in calls, completely unplugged. If the very idea of that sends a wave of anxiety through you, then you are in exactly the right place. Because that feeling, that's a symptom of a much, much bigger problem. And that problem is what we call the founder's prison. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Your own success accidentally builds a cage around you. The more your company depends on you for everything, the less free you become. You, the founder, become the single biggest bottleneck to your own company's growth. And this right here is the heart of it. It's this critical difference. Think about your day. Are you down in the trenches, putting out fires, answering every little question? That's working in the business. Or are you at the helm, looking at the map, steering the ship, and building better systems for the journey ahead? That's working on it. Most founders I know are stuck in the first one, just reacting all day long. Let's do a quick reality check. See if any of this hits close to home. Your team is basically on pause, waiting for you to give the thumbs up. All the important processes and how-tos, they all live in your brain, not written down anywhere. Nothing, and I mean nothing, really gets done unless you're the one pushing it forward. If that sounds familiar, you're not just the founder anymore. You've become the bottleneck, and that's a job you can never, ever quit. But what if there was a way to break out of that prison? Well, there is. And honestly, it's a secret that the world's biggest and most successful companies figured out a long time ago. It's not about working harder or longer hours. It's about building a system that's designed to scale. This quote just nails the whole journey, doesn't it? You pour your heart and soul into building something incredible, but you lose yourself along the way. The big aha moment is when you realize that huge companies don't run on the willpower of one person. No way. They run on really, really good operational systems. And please, let this one sink in. You are not burnt out because you're lazy or you don't care enough. You've got passion and hard work in spades. The chaos you're feeling, it comes from a lack of systems that can actually handle the weight of your success. And the best part is, systems can be built. You can learn to build them. So if systems are the answer, where on earth do you start? Well, you start with a map, and this is that map. It's called the 7-Pillar Leadership Framework. Think of it as a proven blueprint for getting back control of your operations, and with it, getting back your life. Now, don't get overwhelmed. These 7 pillars aren't things you have to go out and invent. They already exist inside your business right now, whether you know it or not. The only difference between you and a massive successful company is that they manage these things intentionally, systematically. Think of it like this. Operational clarity, that's your how we do things. If it's massive, you get chaos. Value creation, that's what we sell. If it's not great, you don't have a business. Market positioning, that's who we sell to. If you're talking to everybody, you're really talking to nobody. Revenue systems are your cash flow. Profit intelligence is actually knowing your numbers, not just guessing. Operational efficiency is your engine, making sure you're not wasting fuel. And culture, that's the glue that holds it all together, especially when you're not in the room. Okay, to start making this real, we've got to tackle pillar number 1, operational clarity. And the very first step is a big one. It's realizing that you're probably using the completely wrong tool for the job, the wrong kind of plan to run your day-to-day business. So let me tell you about a founder named Tyrone. This quote is from him. He had this beautiful, perfect strategic plan. I mean, the spreadsheets were a work of art. But his daily reality, it was total chaos. Constant emergencies. Everything was urgent, and nothing important ever seemed to get done. And that gap between his pretty plan and his chaotic reality, well, that's the whole problem right there. And here's why Tyrone was living in chaos. He was trying to run his week using a formal business plan. You know, the kind you dress up all nice to show to investors or the bank. But that kind of plan is static. It's a snapshot in time. Reality is messy, and it changes every single day. What he needed, what you need, is a living operating plan, a simple, dynamic guide for you and your team to navigate the actual week. You need both types of plans, but for totally different jobs. So how do you create one of these living operating plans? Look, it's not a 50-page document. You can start with a ridiculously simple and powerful tool that takes maybe 15 minutes a week. This is your first step. It's a way to prove to yourself how one tiny systemic shift can have a massive, massive impact. This is it. This is the whole tool. On Monday morning, before you even think about opening your inbox, you ask these 3 questions. Number 1, what moved us forward last week? This forces you to see and celebrate the wins, which builds momentum. Number 2, what held us back? This is about finding the real bottleneck, the actual root cause, not just the annoying symptom. And number 3, the killer question. What is the one thing we need to fix this week? This creates ruthless focus. It stops you from trying to do a million things at once and makes you pick the one domino that, if you knock it over, will make the biggest difference.
You know, this is what Tyrone said after he started using that simple weekly check-in. So many founders are afraid that systems are going to make their company feel cold and corporate and soulless. But it's actually the exact opposite. The right kind of structure doesn't kill creativity. It gives it room to breathe because you're not spending all your energy just fighting fires anymore.
And that's really the main takeaway here. Getting your time and your freedom back. It's not going to happen by magic. It's not about just waiting for things to calm down. It's a conscious choice. It's a decision to stop being reactive and start being proactive. And that entire shift is built on a foundation of simple, repeatable systems. So, I want to leave you with that exact question. Don't worry about all 7 pillars right now. Just start right here. Based on everything we just talked about, what is the single most important thing, the one domino, that you need to fix this week to move your business forward? Answering that question, that's your first step out of the founder's prison.